So there's a relatively new magazine out of Philadelphia called Root Quarterly. It's an arts and ideas magazine. So it's called Root Quarterly, Art and Ideas from Philadelphia. And we became aware of it because the editor-in-chief, I believe, turns out to be a friend of your cousin, Allie, whose wedding we went to last year. And she, the editor, saw a picture of Allie with Eric and went, "Whoa, my worlds are colliding." I had no idea. And so so they sent us, this is almost a brand new magazine. There's 4 issues, and it is gorgeous. And whether or not you're in Philadelphia, I want to highly recommend it as it's a glossy, aesthetically beautiful magazine that puts that has art, that has poetry, that has fiction, that has cultural critique, and is just open to ideas across the board. And so I'm going to read just a couple things from it. Heather Shane Blakesley, who is the publisher and editor-in-chief of Root Quarterly, says in her summer letter, which came with the 4th issue ever, "When I look back on the pieces in the magazine, I'm amazed at what we've asked ourselves." So these are just some of the topics that they've explored in 4 issues. What does it mean to have lost your way in your life? What does grace mean to you? In what ways are we manipulated by our media? Must our identity be centered on our race only, especially if one is adopted and does not know one's history, and if people will, in any case, see us how they will? What does it mean to be an artist, mother, and entrepreneur? Do the stories we tell ourselves about our trauma affect our well-being? Can we entirely change careers and deal with adult bullying at 60? What does it mean to be a successful professional but to not be able to share your chronic pain with others as you suffer? What do we lose when we cancel art or artists? What is the hell of being a midwife who has undergone multiple miscarriages? What does resilience mean to a person recovered from addiction? What kind of country do we want to live in? So I've now read parts of the 4 issues that she sent to us, and they're glorious. And this is exactly what we need right now. And it looks like they're actually surviving, but I'd love for us to help them survive. It's called Root Quarterly, and from again, Heather Shane Blakesley's initial essay in the initial issue, the very end, she says, "The constant state of hurt, of fear, and of rage, stoked by ever more divided media and entrenched ideology, is a perfect breeding ground for further division and for the type of widespread addiction we now see in the United States. Thousands keeping the pain at bay on the streets of Philadelphia, hundreds of thousands across the country, an army of walking dead shuffling around us with no spiritual tether, stripped of hope and humanity. And then there are the larger hordes, all of us addicted to the glowing rectangles of various sizes, crawling with spiders and bots, algorithms sucking us dry of information, the feedback loop of ads and curated content meant to move us in this direction or that, a little more to the right, a little to the left, a little more lonely and deeper in debt. It is social media's job to numb us and addict us, exploit our worst instincts and most base biology rather than give us anything that might actually heal us, unite us with facts, or strengthen our ability to reason and live peaceably with one another. We are animals, and they have trained us. However, we can be untrained to tune in to interesting ideas and honest disagreement, to contemplate art that illuminates our complicated humanity, to see our city in a new light, to enjoy our rootedness in our community. To that end, we offer you unplugged pages, pressed with ink, which you hold in your hands right now. So we can do this. We can still do this. This is our better angels, and we owe it to ourselves and all of us and our future to engage with art and with science and with truth and with beauty, with honor and without division.
Yeah, I heard in there, I think the central question, what country do we want to live in? What kind of country?
That's right.
And the thing is, if you just play out these alternatives, tear it down, race first, It doesn't lead anywhere that you would want to exist. And it, frankly, it's not going to be good for the people who are advocating it either. It's not good for any of us.